Sandy Says Read, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be continuing the alphabet tag, and we're up to the letter J. And, true to form, I have lost the notes that I had written down the questions and the answers on, so we're going to be winging it. And I'm going to be reading off of the screen the prompts. I'm going to be reading the prompts off the screen. Yeah, I'll spit it out one of these days. All right, before we begin, let me ask y'all to please subscribe to the channel. And please tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. If you know someone out there who likes reading and likes book reviews and likes talking about books in weird, funky ways, this is the channel for them. Please ask them to come on over here and subscribe because it is free and you will help me reach a goal. Yay, commercials over. Let's dive into the alphabet J tag. You guys. Okay, I'm going to move my cursor on this screen and go over here to where I can read these prompts. So I'm going to be staring at the screen and not at the camera. I'm not looking at you guys. I apologize. It is what it is, you guys. You all know that my printer doesn't work, right? It is possessed and I can't get it to print these things out. So we're doing what we can do. Here we go. The J. Oh yes, I need to tell you, the alphabet tag originated over at Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff. At that channel, I recommend Jim's channel. He does wonderful Booktube tags. He talks about books in very soothing and calm, erudite, intelligent ways. I can recommend his channel. So if you're subscribing to mine, also please subscribe to his. All right, let's start with the prompts. J is for Japan. What was the last book you read by a Japanese author? When I was getting ready for this tag, long time back in like December, I realized I only had one Japanese author I had read off of my bookshelves. At least I thought that. I had a couple other Japanese authors on the shelves, and I couldn't remember if I had read the books or not. I'm ancient. This is how it is in my life. So I picked up A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. Ozeki? Yeah, there we go. I picked this one up to read, and I started reading it on the plane as I was traveling for Christmas, and then finished it like on New Year's Day, right? So I brought that review to you guys here on the channel. So that one I have read. That is the most recent author, the most recent Japanese author that I have read. And she's like Japanese American. She's got, I don't know if it's dual citizenship, but she's considered a Japanese. It's somewhere on the cover where it says this one. The next prompt. J is for Jamaica. What was the last book you read by an author from the Caribbean? Now, I'm not certain about this, but I believe that Camilla Cole, the author of So Let Them Burn, I believe she is from the Caribbean. I believe she's from Jamaica. That is what I remember reading in one of these discussion groups. Please don't flame me, but do correct me if I'm wrong. The reason I picked up So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole is because, and I may be mispronouncing her name even. I may be just butchering this, you guys. I'm so sorry. But the reason I picked this book up is because she was one of the authors that was targeted and like one-star bombed by Kate Corain back toward the end of last year. So when her debut novel came out, I made sure I'd pre-ordered it. I made sure I got it, and I'm in the middle of reading it, maybe a third of the way through reading it right now. So, and I made it naked because I don't like to read hardcovers with the dust jacket on for fear of ripping it or tearing the dust jacket. So that's in the other room. So that's a Caribbean author that I think I'm reading right now. The next J prompt is, J is for Jane Austen and July. What are you reading for Jane Austen July? 2024 will be this one. The prompt I'm reading on the screen is Jane Austen July 2021, because y'all know I'm late to the party on this tag, right? Okay, so for Jane Austen July 2024, I'm going to read a couple of her works in this. And I'm sure there's a glare on it, so I'll just kind of tilt this around and wave it at you. Last year for Jane Austen July, I reread Persuasion, and this year I'm going to reread Lady Susan, The Watson, and Sanditon. And Lady Susan is one of those epistolary works, everything is letters back and forth to one another. very Dracula-like, right? So I'll be reading this one for Jane Austen July this year. Next, J is for joke. Tell us a bookish joke. Do I remember which one I thought of? Okay. What do you call a librarian who wears coveralls and cowboy boots? A bookaroo. Yes. Okay. Next, J is for James Joyce. What is your favorite novel by James Joyce? Don't remember. You know, I don't know how many James Joyce novels I've read. I don't remember, guys. We're moving on. Have you been brave enough to tackle Finnegan's Wake? No, I haven't. J is for Jaguar. Enzo Ferrari described the Jaguar E-Type as the most beautiful car in the world. What do you consider the most beautiful car in the world? Oh, I'm pretty fond of the Aston DB5. James Bond, his car. That's nice. That's a sexy car. I also like the Z28 Camaro from the mid-'80s because A.J. Simon drove it in the show Simon and Simon. Yeah, I had the hots for Jameson Parker back in the day, and I really liked his car. That Camaro was fine. But these days, I'm a little more pedestrian with my answer, and the most beautiful car in the world is one that will work, one that drives. I had to do pricey repairs to mine here very recently. So any car that will work, any car that doesn't involve a $62,000 battery that was built off the sweat of child slave labor. Yeah, any car that just works and does its job without making me feel guilty about it, I'm good with that. That's a beautiful car to me. Yeah. I'm also going to include J is for, let's all say it together, Jane Eyre. Ta-da! I think we should all be reading Jane Eyre together this year. Remember, there are groups of people who reread Jane Eyre every year, and I want to join them. I want to join their ranks because Jane Eyre is just so fabulous. Let us read the first line together. There was no possibility of taking a walk that day. And then we just dive in, and I love it. It's a great, wonderful book. I highly recommend Jane Eyre. J is for Jane Eyre, and it's awesome sauce. That's it, you guys. A thumbs up for the J tag and Jane Eyre and cars that work and all that good stuff. I'm still having fun with this tag, even though I seem to be losing the notes that I make for it. That's all. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, I need to get back to this other screen. Hold, please, while I figure out where I am. Where's my cursor? You guys, you get to watch me struggle with this. Ha! All right, thank you for tuning in and putting up with this rambling and my technical difficulties here. I hope that you are subscribed to the channel, and please click the bell notification icon because it's the only way you're going to know when I do the random, technically challenged stuff.